in early June, we living in the European Union are called to elect our parliament. Hello there. More than 400 million people are called to this election. I think that's a wonderful moment which we should celebrate. But not all people seem to agree with me there. In the past elections, roughly 50% of those who could have voted actually did vote. 50%, not more. I think that's shameful, you know. Millions of people all around the world would be only too happy to be asked to vote. When I was in middle-aged, several elections in my country, I was called, like I'm sure several thousand people were called to go to the polling stations, so where you cast your vote, to supervise the correctness of the vote. And since in my country we always vote on a Sunday, that means that this Sunday from 8 in the morning to 6 in the evening, you sit in this place where people come to cast their vote. And my friends were saying something like, oh, poor you, having to go there on your Sunday. And I said, no, I'm glad I can go. I'm glad I live in a country in which I, as an ordinary citizen, am asked to supervise that our votes go correctly, that they are, as they should, free, equal, secret votes. And just look at, that's interesting too, not go to vote. In many dictatorships, not go to vote is a sign of protest. In dictatorship, you either have more than 90% of apparently or seemingly having gone to vote, and we all know that that isn't true, that this has been manipulated, or people just won't do it. Like not long ago in Iran, 40%, only 40% of the people went to the vote. And that is a very strong and a very courageous sign of their protest. They don't want to make believe they have a choice when they all know they don't have a choice. They're only supposed to make believe there is a choice. When my mother was very old, deep in her 80s, and she didn't have very long to go, and there was an election in my country. And so I said to her, of course, Mother, I take you to the polling station, but are you sure you want to go? Isn't it too exhausting? She looked at me aghast. Merely the idea that she wouldn't go was a shock to her. But then she had been a grown-up in the Nazi dictatorship. So she knew about seeming votes, seeming elections, where you're asked, but you have no choice. So it was clearly her idea of a free democracy, that you're truly asked to come vote and you have a choice. So, to cut this long story short, go and vote. Which party? Anything in the middle is fine, if you ask me. Anyone's in the middle of the democratic spectrum. I wouldn't advise you to neither vote on the far right nor on the far left, because both of them, both ends, want exactly to do away with our democracy, which then would be an end to a free, equal, and secret vote. And we should back up all those parties in the middle, whichever, which will then find compromises. And I wish you'd see it like I do. It's an important part of democracy. Don't disdain your right, your privilege to be called to make a real choice. Thank you.